Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Laura, and I'm an account specialist here at Texture. But today, I am also your host for the March webinar. Today, we will be talking to Angel Sisson about building success with your remote workers, hiring and managing. Now, how this is going to go is I'm going to introduce you guys to Angel, and then we're going to have a Q&A with him about remote working. And then we're going to talk about, or should I say, give you guys a sneak peek about the next webinar. So without further ado, hi Angel, how are you today?
Hi, Laura. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your work in the remote in working industry?
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Angel, and I've had the privilege of working remotely since 2018. And over the years, I've recruited, trained, and managed virtual assistants for TechStrip. And in addition to that one, I run a recruitment side gig with remote talent consulting, where I've been helping businesses find the right talent for the past 2 years. And I'm excited to share my insights on hiring and managing remote workers in today's webinar.
Awesome. So Angel, I do have about 4 or 5 questions to ask you about remote working, but one that is totally off this is where are you right now and where do you come from?
Oh, yes. Right now, I'm in Bangkok, Thailand, but I'm working in the Philippines, Davao City.
That is so cool. And just for everybody to get a little preface, I'm also a remote worker for TechStrip and I work out of Michigan. So without further ado, Angel, are you ready for these questions?
Ready.
All right, let's get started. So, my first question for you is why hire remote workers, or should we also call VAs a virtual assistants?
Yes, this is a good question, Laura. There's a lot of reasons to hire remote workers or virtual assistants, but I would like to go over on three important things. First is cost effectiveness. Hiring remote workers from like the Philippines, India, or Indonesia saves cost without compromising quality. Lower living costs mean competitive salaries, reducing operating costs for the company. And at TechStrip, our CEO, Phil Portman, saw that hiring remote VAs cut expenses while maintaining top tier service. Uh, Next thing is access to global talent pool. Remote hiring gives us access to top talent worldwide. We've hired skilled professionals from overseas for roles like full stack developers in India, customer support from the Philippines, um, web developer as well from Indonesia, and like marketing and sales. The expertise and strong work ethics have boosted the productivity at TechStrip from the top talent worldwide. Next, Laura, is you can focus on strategic and high impact projects. Delegating admin and repetitive tasks to virtual assistants lets your team focus on high impact work. When I hired VAs for a company, the VAs help the business owner to focus on scaling up, strategizing, and boosting revenue. So it's a changer for businesses' growth. And the very good example for this one, Laura, is TechStrip. The management team right now are more focused on the important matters and letting the VAs do their magic.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And then when it comes to all of us being remote workers, it really just gives the higher level leadership team just a chance to look over everything that we do at the company and see what we can do better for our clients.
Yeah, that's correct.
My next question for you is all right, so you want to hire remote workers. How do you hire remote workers? I mean, not everyone is a good fit for every role, right?
That is a very good question, Laura. But there are four things that I will go over for that one. First is identify your needs. Identify which task you want to outsource and whether you need like a short term or like long term help. In my side gig, I've hired VAs for long term, like customer service, but I do help like companies as well to hire project based tasks like website development. So knowing your needs of your company is the key. Next one is like skills and competency. When hiring, balance hard and soft skills. Like hard skills includes technical expertise, and industry knowledge, while soft skills deals with like self-motivation, communication, and problem solving are essential. I've hired VAs who are skilled in customer service and or social media management who also took like initiative and solve issues independently. And this is very, very crucial for remote workers, Laura. The next thing, or the third one here, is cultural fit. It's essential to ensure the virtual assistants aligns with companies' values and work ethics. A remote worker might be have the right skills, but if their work style clashes uh, with the company culture, it can lead to problems down the line. And during interviews, Laura, I always ask questions to gauge how a candidate fits with our team dynamics. And I found that this cultural alignment is key to a successful long-term like hire. For example, in TechStrip, we have like people from, of course, you from the US, me from the Philippines, and our team from India and Indonesia. So it's really good to have like cultural fit within the company. Next thing is sourcing, screening, and interviewing. This is like a bit hard for some, but it's very simple. Just use specialized platforms or agencies for remote workers. Like the platforms that we have used at TechStrip is like Upwork, Online Jobs, LinkedIn, or Fiverr. And for those who wants to find out more of those platforms, they can send us a message or like an email to get the full list and also the interview questions. Because the next thing that I want to go over is the screening procedure. In screening process, ask for work samples or conduct a video interviews to assess communication skills and their hard skills. And one tip that I always give and share is go beyond the resume. Give a practical test to see how they perform under real world conditions. And this actually has helped me weed out those candidates like who look great on paper, but may not be the right fit, as you have said earlier on in our culture or in our company or in our practice. So I hope that helps, Laura.
Yeah, it does. And I know I personally have used Fiverr, and it's nice because some of these individuals that are on there have their own portfolios. So you can kind of look over their work before you make a decision on if you want them to work on a task or a project for you.
Yeah, that's correct. They are available in most those websites.
So once you find and you screen and you interview and you hire somebody, now how do you manage those teams?
Yes, I think it's hard sometimes, but it's actually a good thing. Just you just need to define the roles and expectations. Set clear KPIs, the goals and the job roles to avoid confusion. And at TechStrip, we uses weekly goals and regular feedback to track performance and address issues quickly. Clear expectation boost productivity and morale. Next thing is regular check-ins and meetings. Regular check-ins are key to staying track and on track and maintaining team rapport. Weekly or bi-weekly meetings through Zoom, Google Meet, or Microsoft Teams helps this meetings. And I also mix project. This is my personal view. I also mix project updates with casual chats to build personal connections with your team members, especially working abroad or working remotely. Next one is clear communication. Effective communication is key for remote teams as well. At TechStrip, we uses Telegram to for real-time updates and Trello for our developers to update for the task. And I emphasize that over communicating to prevent misunderstanding, Laura, in this and encourage them to ask questions to keep like the workflows smooth. Next one is build like collaborative team culture. Even though your team is remote, fostering collaboration is critical. Organize virtual social events such as like online game sessions or casual team hangouts to build a sense of belonging. And you know this, Laura, at TechStrip, we have this daily coffee talk to have a casual talk with the team and the management. And I just recently like learned this that our customer service manager, Bree, implemented a virtual social hours for customer service team every month at TechStrip, and it helped create a positive work environment where everyone feels connected despite like a physical distance. And I hope that will help you, Laura.
It's so important to make everybody feel like they're in a collaborative setting because we don't all work in the same office. We all work from home or abroad. So, making sure that we have those collaborative meetings is just really important so that, what I'm up to and, we could always
Yes.
talk back and forth on a task that maybe we're doing and just, make the best of everything and, get to know each other.
That is correct. That's the only way for us to like really connect, like do the Zoom calls and like meetings weekly, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and then our daily coffee talks, of course.
Yeah, of course. And your book club.
My book club, yes, my book club, entrepreneurial book club, is every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll put a little
Yeah.
spiel at the end for that. Um, this is my last question for you, Angel. Give me your best tips and practices for long-term success when it comes to, hiring and managing remote workers.
Yeah, I would go over with four items for this one, Laura. First is continuous training and development. Invest in your remote workers by offering them opportunities for professional growth. And here at TechShop, we offer free books, online training courses for to grow their skills and stay engaged. And this has actually benefits a company with long-term contribution to the to TechShop. Next one is motivation and recognition. Recognize and reward hard work through bonuses, public acknowledgement, or opportunities for professional growth or development. And I found that simple gestures, I know this for a fact that Nicole, Phil, like tells us on our Telegram group, like, good job everyone for good communication or work for today. It's actually go a long way. And it's a crucial thing to make sure that remote workers feel appreciated, just like in an office setup. Next thing is team building and engagement. Organize virtual team building activities to ensure remote workers like feel connected to the company's culture. And Phil Portman actually recently visited teams in India and the Philippines, and this actually reinforced the importance of building personal relationship. And this is very personal to me because for the last 6 years this is the first time that I met Phil, so it was exciting. And when your remote workers feel like they're part of a bigger picture, they are motivated to strive more. Next one, or lastly, trust your remote workers and empower them to make like decisions. Because micromanagement kills productivity and creativity, and this is something that I learned with Phil for the last 6 years. When he hires like remote workers or VAs, he trusts them that they will do their work honestly, diligently, and in my experience also, by giving like VAs autonomy has led to better problem solving and motivation within the team. So when people feels like trusted, they work harder and take greater ownership of their tasks. So that's all for me, Laura. I hope these tips and tricks will help you and our viewers.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Angel. I really appreciate all the information. You gave us a lot to think about here in the informative world of hiring and managing remote workers. So, if anybody is looking for those screening questions on what to ask remote workers, or if you wanted that list of platforms where we have gotten VAs in the past, please reach out to us via email on outreach@techstrip.com. And then also, you can also reach out to us at this email if you are interested in joining my entrepreneurial book club. It is open to the public, and that is going to be every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are actually going to be picking the book tomorrow. So,
Oh,
fresh book, everyone. If you wanted to join us for that, you're more than welcome. So in April, our next topic is going to be with Phil Portman, our CEO. He's going to be live at LeadsCon with Vanilla Soft for an interview. So I hope we see you all there, guys. And again, thank you for joining us today.
thank you, everyone.